OpenAI ChatGPT 4 has just been released, and this is their most advanced system. Let's take a look at the improvements. Starting off with this input, it says to explain the plot of Cinderella in a sentence, and every word has to begin with the next letter in the alphabet. So essentially A, B, C, etc. And as you can see, we have this example right here. So let's actually see the difference with ChatGPT 4 versus ChatGPT 3.5. One thing to note is you need to have ChatGPT Plus, which at the current price point is $20 a month in order to even access GPT-4. So now let's see how to actually access ChatGPT 4. So first off, once you upgrade, or if you already have ChatGPT Plus, you will notice that you have these three different options. And right off the bat, default GPT 3.5, its reasoning is level 3, speed is 5, conciseness is 2. Legacy is 3 reasoning, 2 speed, 1 conciseness. And then we have GPT-4 with a reasoning at level 5, speed at 2, and conciseness at 4. So let's start off with GPT 3.5. Let's take a look. Let's copy in the prompt, hit enter, and let's see how it actually works out. So right off the bat, GPT 3.5 has failed to do this prompt. You can see it says A, B, A, B, H, S. And it's completely inaccurate based off of what the actual prompt was asking. So now in order to use GPT-4, just press new chats and we'll go over to GPT-4 and we'll go ahead and paste this in. And currently right now for day 1, GPT-4 has a cap of 100 messages every 4 hours. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we go ahead and type in this prompt. And as you can see, alone A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and significantly smarter than the previous version. Next major update is visibility and the ability for ChatGPT 4 to see actual images. So let's take a look at this. What can I make with these ingredients? And it has this image down here, and visibly we can see eggs, flour, looks maybe like butter, milk, and now we can see these options. And from these recipes, we are going to assume it is a breakfast style ingredients, and look at the options that ChatGPT 4 has actually outputted. Pancakes or waffles, crepes, French toast, omelets, quiche, custard, cakes, etc. So already the ability to visibly see what an image contains and recognize the shapes, that is already quite impressive. Next major upgrade is GPT can handle longer context. And what they state here is it's capable of handling 25,000 words of text, allowing for use cases like long-form content creation, extended conversations, and document search and analysis. So here, this example, it showcases an input from Wikipedia, and it asks to describe her Super Bowl performance of what made it special, and this is referencing Rihanna. And as you can see, this is the output that ChatGPT has actually went ahead and replied with based off of this text from this Wikipedia website. So 2 things to note. At the current moment with the new update, if you were to paste this into ChatGPT 4, it will showcase an error essentially saying it cannot read this current prompt. So we'll switch over to GPT-4, test it out, and take a look and see what it says. And right now, apparently it's saying it's unable to access that, which sometimes I've seen it work once, but for now it looks like it's not working. Another thing to note is the visual inputs. To my knowledge, I am not familiar with it working right now. I do not even see an option to add an image. Also, I have tried logging a image link from Google, pasting it into the actual prompt here as well, and it also stated it cannot access the images. But once these 2 things are available, I think it'll be quite insane. Now let's look at the levels that GPT-4 has been upgraded to based off of its reasoning. So we can see 2 different prompts, ChatGPT, GPT-4. Simple, essential, same prompt input here. Ask if Andrew is free from a certain time, and then they're saying friends are free at certain times, and essentially what are some options for start times for a 30-minute meeting for Andrew, Hannah, and Joanne. Here it has these outputs, and it actually shows a bunch of extra details. And then with GPT-4, it's much more concise, which you notice from the update. The level has been increased. The numbers are more precise, easier to read, and it makes more sense. Whereas this one can be a little more confusing. Another fun fact, According to their website, OpenAI, GPT-4 has outperformed ChatGPT by scoring in higher approximate percentiles among test takers. So right off the bat, the uniform bar exam, 10th for ChatGPT, 90th for GPT-4, which is an insane increase. Next for the biology, 31st for ChatGPT percentile, GPT-4 with vision, 99%. That's an astonishing 3x plus increase in the percentile, which is quite crazy. Another important fact to know is they have spent 6 months making it safer, and they state that GPT-4 is 82% less likely to respond to requests for disallowed content and 40% more likely to produce factual responses than GPT-3 on their internal evaluations. So that is something big that I've noticed a lot of people have complained about, is GPT giving vague responses. They might be inaccurate, and even for specific scenarios, they can be flat out wrong. However, here, according to the data, 40% more likely to produce factual, and eventually they're going to constantly increase that number, and ideally they get above 80 to 90 plus percent. That's going to be life-changing. Now let's take a look at some highlights from major companies utilizing GPT-4 in their businesses today to improve their overall product and experience. Right off the bat, Duolingo, famous language learning application, is strengthening conversations so that whenever someone is going out to learn with their actual application, the responses are going to be much greater, much more realistic, and much better at improving. Next is an improvement for transforming visual accessibility. So with the new visual component with GPT-4, the ability to see images and actually know what is actually being shown is quite impressive, and this could help a wide range of people, especially for people who cannot see too well or recognize certain things. This definitely has potential to improve that. Next, Stripe, famous payment processor, one of the top in the world, using it to make their user experience better and combat fraud. And here are even more details with Morgan Stanley utilizing GPT-4 for their data and their company. Khan Academy, famous learning program online website, is using it in a way to actually improve their user experience as well, and even the government of Iceland is using it to preserve its language. So these are the major improvements and highlights with ChatGPT 4. So definitely share your thoughts on it in the comments below. If you'd like to see more videos on AI technology, hit that subscribe button, like the video, share this with your friends, and thanks for watching.